Imagine landing a jet on a moving ship. Now imagine doing that with no margin for error, because the runway is just 200 meters long, floating in the ocean. Welcome to the world of carrier-based aviation. China is now taking its next big step, developing a new jet trainer specifically for its aircraft carriers. But why is this so important? And what does it mean for global naval power? Let's break it down. Operating jets from aircraft carriers is not the same as flying from a land-based runway. It's a completely different game. Pilots need to master catapult takeoffs, arrested landings, and flying in dangerous sea conditions, all from a moving deck. That's why countries like the US, UK, and now China develop specialized carrier-based trainer aircraft. These jets don't go into combat, they train pilots to operate like professionals on aircraft carriers. Without this training step, no Navy can sustain carrier operations. China knows this. And now, the People's Liberation Army Navy, or PLAN, is introducing a new aircraft for this exact role. So what is this new aircraft? China is adapting the Guizhou JL-9, also known as the FTC-2000, into a new carrier-based trainer. It's likely being called the JL-9G. This isn't just a repaint. The aircraft has been modified for deck landings and takeoffs. It now features a reinforced landing gear for the hard impact of deck landings, a tailhook to engage arrestor cables, and compatibility with ski jump ramps like those found on China's current carriers, Liaoning and Shandong. This means it can train pilots on actual carrier-style takeoffs and landings, even from land-based facilities that simulate carrier decks. But here's where it gets really interesting. This trainer is just one part of a much bigger plan. China is also developing and testing next-generation stealth carrier fighters, the J-35, a twin-engine jet similar in look and capability to the American F-35. The J-35 has already been seen testing aboard Chinese carriers, and it's designed to operate from electromagnetic catapults, EMALs, on China's upcoming supercarrier, the Type 003 Fujian. So how does the JL-9G trainer fit into this? Well, it becomes the first step in the pilot pipeline. Young pilots first fly the JL-9G to learn the basics of carrier flight. Once trained, they move on to the more advanced high-speed stealthy fighters like the J-15 or J-35. This strategy is very similar to the US Navy system, where trainees first fly the T-45 Goshawk before stepping into the cockpit of an F/A-18 or F-35C. Why is China doing all this? The answer is clear. China wants a true blue water navy, a navy that can project power far beyond its shores. To do that, it needs fully functional aircraft carrier strike groups, just like the United States. And aircraft carriers are only as powerful as the pilots who operate from them. That's why this new trainer aircraft matters so much. It's not about technology, it's about training, skill, and safety. You can build all the carriers you want, but without skilled carrier pilots, they're just floating airports. The JL-9G gives China the ability to mass-train carrier-qualified pilots, helping it scale up its fleet faster and more efficiently. Of course, this isn't without challenges. Even with the JL-9G, China's carrier program is still playing catch-up. The US Navy has over 75 years of experience in carrier operations. China is barely 2 decades in. Also, the JL-9G is based on older jet designs, and may not fully prepare pilots for the catapult launches and advanced handling required on newer stealth fighters. But one thing is clear. China is learning, adapting, and moving fast. As China continues to refine its naval aviation, it's not just building jets, it's building a training ecosystem. And that has serious implications for the Indo-Pacific region, especially for countries like India, Japan, Taiwan, and the US. So to wrap up, China's new carrier-based trainer jet, the JL-9G, is a major step forward. It's not flashy, it's not stealthy, but it's essential. Because behind every stealth jet and aircraft carrier is a well-trained pilot. And behind every well-trained pilot is a trainer aircraft. The real message here? China isn't just building military hardware, it's building military capability, quietly, strategically, and step by step.